Yes, I am ready. No issues.
Okay, sir. Give me a minute, sir. Okay, now it's time to welcome our
Okay.
second speaker of the day, Dr. Vishal Goyal. Dr. Vishal Goyal is presently working as professor in Department of Computer Science, Punjabi University, Patiala. Professor Goyal did his PhD in computer science from Punjabi University, Patiala. He has guided 10 PhD students, and presently 18 PhD students are associated with him. He has published more than 70 research papers in journals of international repute. Professor Goyal delivered more than 100 talks in conferences and workshops. Professor Goyal has worked on several government-funded projects. Professor Goyal is member of several professional bodies, and he's actively engaged in development of various e-contents and presently working in the translation of linguist softwares in Punjabi University, Patiala. So with these words, I request our speaker to kindly deliver his talk. Please, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I hope my screen is visual to all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can I? Okay. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I am really thankful to the principal sir of this college for giving me opportunity again to interact with you all. And in the last time also, it was a really good time with all the teachers of this college, in which I have explained about the flipped classrooms. So today I have been given the topic e-resources, accessibility and utilization, and which is, I think, a very important topic today, because the era in which we are crossing, COVID-19, pandemic lockdown, in which we are all on foot of doing online teaching. So we can understand that we, being teachers, we have to put a lot of efforts in making our e-contents for providing to the students, and then the students can avail those facilities and come back with the doubts. So today I'll be explaining you with e-resources that are already available on the web. And as the government is also saying that we should not go for reinventing the wheel, because already the government has put a lot of money on the generation of the e-content as per the syllabus or the requirements of the technical institutions, universities, schools, and all. So we all should be able to learn about those e-resources that are available to us, provided by the MHRD, Government of India. So today I'll be explaining you all the resources that are available, that has been made available by the MHRD, and we all should dig in all those e-resources. And whatever the subjects we have to teach during this semester to our students, we should try to find those e-resources from those. And if we think that should addition is required or simplification is required, we should go for that. Otherwise, we should opt, and we should concentrate on that how can we make those concepts understandable to the students through those e-resources. So I mean that we should reuse those e-resources rather than making your own, if it is available and they're good enough according to us. So these are the three websites that I have shown on the screen, where you can find out all the resources that I'll be explaining. So I have made my presentation looking at these three websites only. So you can go through these websites to find out all the e-resources that are available. So this is the national mission that has been started by the MHRD, that is National Mission on Education through ICT, that is NMEICT, an initiative of Ministry of Human Resources Development, Government of India. This is an initiative of Ministry of HRD, Government of India, New Delhi, for technology-enabled learning. So basically, they have given a term, technology-enabled learning. So this is the website from where you can get the information about this. So this is the screenshot of the NMEICT website. So yesterday I have to, make this presentation from the scratch, because previously I have made this presentation 1 month ago, when there was the advisories that has come from the Government of India regarding the NMEICT. But when yesterday I was going through and I was looking at any updation is required. So the website was entirely changed and my presentation was entirely modified. So what is NMECIT? NMEICT, it is a landmark initiative of Ministry of Human Resource Development to address all the education and learning related needs of students, teachers, and lifelong learners. In Indian scenario, where there is a vast disparity of educational facilities available in various regions across the country, the mission envisages to bridge the gap by providing just-in-time quality educational resources and teachers 24 by 7 to learners, irrespective of their social, economic, and educational status. So basically, it is quality educational resources and teachers 24 by 7 to the learners. So it is an ambitious project that has been undertaken by the MHRD with a view to seamlessly providing quality educational content to all the eligible and willing learners in India. It has envisaged content and connectivity as the twin paddles for initiating and accelerating ICT enabled um, higher education. So it was launched on February 3, 2019 in Andhra Pradesh as a centrally sponsored scheme to leverage the potential of ICT in teaching and learning process. The mission of the project is to have an ambitious, vision of catering to the learning needs of more than 50 crore Indians and of providing a one-stop solution to all the requirements of learning community. Three cardinal principles of this policy is access, equity, and quality. Broadband connectivity to all the colleges and the university. So I think NKN you all have seen. Low cost access and computing devices for students and teachers will coming like Akash tablet you all have seen. High quality e-content generation, I'll coming to that. So these are also the objectives like interactive multimedia content, high speed connectivity, low cost access devices, and direct to home educational channels. What are the three guiding philosophies for this effort? That no talent of the country should be allowed to go waste. All the services available through the content delivery portal Sakshat should be free. Freely available material on the web should be used so as to avoid reinventing the wheel. Empowering and enabling students by ensuring equity and access to the education through the use of ICT, connecting over 400 universities and 22,000 colleges all over India through high-speed data networks, improving faculty quality by using a unique synchronous training methodology, ensuring equity by providing access to expensive equipment to students, even in remote areas through innovative use of ICT. So we'll be coming on virtual labs, making available e-content and educational videos created by the best teachers across all disciplines for UG, PG, and even school students also. So this is the mission statement. It means under this mission, a proper balance between content generation, research in critical areas related to imparting of education and connectivity for integrating our knowledge with the advancements in other countries is being attempted. It is an endeavor through which MHRD is summarizing the efforts taken by the educational institutes with IITs, UGC, NIT, CEC, and IGNOU, and other higher education institutions in the country to develop world-class content and educational applications. Senior faculty members from different universities, research institutions, and institutions of higher learning are contributing to the development of the e-learning resources, virtual labs, and open source applications. So this is the mission basically. That is the name of the mission is Sakshat and website is sakshat.ac.in. So here you can see this was the previous website that I used to display in my presentations, but now this is not there. But this is the new second image. This is the new interface that they have given on the Sakshat website. So what is this? This is a one-stop education portal to facilitate lifelong learnings of the students, teachers, and those in the employments or in the pursuit of knowledge free of cost to them. The portal is expected to be the main delivery platform for the content developed under the NMEICT. Sakshat integrates all the contents that are developed under the mission and provides mission related information and to facilitate public scrutiny, feedback, transparency of the projects undertaken by the mission. So there are many, more than 140 projects and ongoing under this project. And if you want to know about these, you can visit the website sakshat.ac.in. This is the another, mission, One India Digital Platform, right? So these are the snapshot of the screen. Yesterday I have taken during the night hours. So you can see whatever the e-contents has been developed. So you can just have, you can search from the first image you are looking at. So here you can put in the search keyword and you can find out. So here they can show the how many e-textbooks are there, how many videos are there, how many UG programs are there, how many PG programs are there. So they are all provided at one platform through this One India, one digital platform. So when we talk about the Sakshat is covering the resources for school, then undergraduate students, postgraduate courses, and other online learning platforms. So when we talk about the schools, what are the components that are there on the Sakshat portal? That is, first is Swayam, then Swayambhava channels, then National Digital Library of India, spoken tutorials, and Nishtha. So I'll coming all components one by one. So let's start with the Swayam for the school. So I'll be concentrating on the school first, because here why I have covered school, because many of the participants will be from the school teachers also. So there are a lot of resources that are already available for the school going students. So here you can see secondary and senior secondary, and that is taken care by the NIOS, National Open School. So this is the website where all the information is available, whatever the resources are available for the school students. So they have given the name as e-Eklavya. So this is the MOOCs programs under the name of Eklavya for the school going students. So here you can see, yesterday I found that audio MOOCs to the audio MOOCs are also available. So this audio MOOCs can be used for the blind students also over here. And captioning is also given along with the videos, so that hearing impaired people are there, so they can use these videos as well. So this is the another snapshot of virtual open school that has been given under Swayam under NIOS. This is again for the students, and they have given the certificate in agriculture and certificate in ICT applications. So this is how you can just apply, and this will be 100% valid for all the government jobs and all. This is virtual open school. Then they have provided with the open education resources also. So this is the website for the open education resources, in which you can see on the navigation bar a lot of things are available, like main page, NOS e-learning, community portal, current events. So you can browse. OER project is there, ICT applications are there, recent technology is there. So you can find out rural technology, sorry. So you can find out number of resources that are available over here, and they can be used rather than making our own. Then even radio is also there. NIOS web radio is there. There is a particular schedule for the broadcasting of the content. So you can see over here that monthly schedule is also there, archives is also there. And you can find out, I have just I was listening to some video audio, so I just take a print screen of that. Then we coming to e-Pathshala. This is again for the students. This is related to NCERT, right? So you can see National Council of Education, Research and Training. So this is the website for e-Pathshala, in which total e-textbooks are available. You can see e-resources are there, app ratings, total app downloads. So every stat is there. So if you go through this website, you will find that a lot of information, a lot of e-resources are available, that just we need to find out, we need to dig in, and we can reuse it rather than making our own resources. And if we found that something to be added, that you can make a separate video to explain for the students. Then again, we are moving to the students. We are having, again, I am talking about NCERT, in which ebooks are available, and it is available from first class to the 12th class. And this is under the mission of Diksha. So this is the screenshot of the Diksha app. And if you download the app, so a lot more features are also available over there. So you can download that. If you talk about in focus, so this is another, so you can download the mobile app also. In Diksha app is there, so from where the books can be read out by the students. So now we are talking about NCRT senior secondary and this. So this is again Central Institute of Educational Technology, where a number of resources are available that again you can just find out. This is another website. These are the SWAYAM courses that are available for the school students. So that is very interesting, and they are very good videos and very practical videos. You can see over here that economics are covered, geography are covered, and psychology are covered. So a lot of information, even case studies are there, practical applications have been explained. So a number of things has been done, and the real-time applications has been explained through the videos. So then this is a Swayam Prabha channel. I think a number of times the government of India is sending us the advisories to circulate this information among the students to use the Swayam Prabha channels. So always we find that we are always facing the problem that how do we provide the contents to the students who do not have the internet access. So Swayam Prabha channels can be of help on that. 32 Swayam Prabha channels are there that has been that are broadcasted by the Delhi Doordarshan. Even now I have seen that some of the cable operators are also operating for these channels, educational channels. So 32 channels that are divided into school, UG, PG, and diploma courses. So they have their separate frequencies. So accordingly numbers are given on the website. So this is channel allocation. So which channel is allocated to which course in which subject. So it is mentioned on the this website. So you can go through this website and you can find out which subject is broadcasting at what time. So you can inform your own students about watching the videos if they do not have the internet access, so that they are able to complete their courses on time. So this is a very big repository that has been developed by National Digital Library of India. This is also Government of India initiative, in which video lectures are there. I'm talking about school right now. So video lectures are there, JEE preparation materials are there, simulation, activities, self-assessment, various study materials. If you talk about books, question papers, solution from CBSE, NCERT, and other state boards, books from general reading. So number of repositories are there that the students can avail, the teachers can avail, and they can. The important is how the teachers are presenting this material to the students. Then spoken tutorials, again for the students, basic courses are available that can be used by the teachers for teaching to their students. They can at least let them know that this course is available on this website, you just go for. And spoken tutorials, they are available in the regional languages also. And the good thing over here is that spoken tutorials is welcoming the volunteers for dubbing their videos into the regional languages. Like if we are the Punjabis and we want the material to be available in Punjabi, so you all can contribute in it. So voluntarily you can participate in dubbing the material. So now last is Nishtha for the schools. So here you can see this is the website for the Nishtha, and these are some of the information. Trainings are available, show courses are available, gallery, media, resources, website tutorials. So a lot of material are available on this website. So you can just go through and you can inform about this to the students. So this is basically integrated teacher training for change, means that this portal has been, this mission has been taken to train the teachers how they can impart education to the students. So this is basically for teachers exclusively for training purposes. Like we attend the FTPs, so basically we can say that this is virtual FTPs for the teachers. So then we are coming to the undergraduates, in which again same type of but additional are there. That Swayam is there, Swayam Prabha channels are there, NDLI is there, spoken tutorials are there, FOSSEE is there, eJantra, eShow Sindhu, virtual labs, Shodh Sindhu, Smarth, and Badal. So I'll be coming to all the components one by one. We all know about Swayam, we have already talked about. So this is the website of the Swayam, where Flood of information is available, flood of courses are available. You think of anything, it will be available over there. And if it is not available and that is your exclusive subject, you can apply for funding to Swayam for developing that course. That is very important. So engineering, so I think, yeah, in the yesterday's lecture you are able to understand how you can make them, you can develop the MOOC courses. So some MOOC courses that are not available and you want that to be available, you can apply for the MOOCs courses. So this is covering engineering, non-engineering, certificate and diploma courses, and these certificate and diploma courses are taken care by the IGNOU. This is the snapshot of the SWAYAM website. So the SWAYAM is a program initiated by Government of India and designed to achieve the three cardinals we have already seen in NMACT also, that is access, equity, and quality. The objective of this effort is to take the best teaching learning resources to all, including the most disadvantaged. SWAYAM seeks to bridge the digital divide for the students who have hitherto remained untouched by the digital revolution and have not been able to join the mainstream of the knowledge economy. Excuse me, I'll taking a break for 1 minute because I'm getting very important call. I'm just coming within 1 minute. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm continuing with my presentation. So this is for the undergraduates. We have already talked about the SWAYAM. SWAYAM seeks to bridge the digital divide for the students who have remained untouched by the digital revolution and have not been able to join the mainstream of the knowledge economy. So SWAYAM is covering, courses delivered through SWAYAM are available free of cost to the learners. Our learners wanting a SWAYAM certificate should register for the final proctored exam that come at a free fee and attend in person at designated centers on the. So this is a proctored exam, right? So eligibility. So what are the things that are covered? That is school education, out of school education, undergraduate education, and postgraduate education. So these are the components that are covered over there. First is CEC content, that is for the undergraduate courses. EPG Pathshala, that is for the postgraduate courses. NPTEL, it is for the engineering students. Then spoken tutorials. IIT Bombay has taken this initiative. Talk to the teacher, that is again the initiative by the IIT Bombay. AView, this is a virtual classroom along with a video conferencing tool that has been developed again by the Institute Amrita University, Kerala. So this is very good tool. So this is for the NPTEL. This is a snapshot of the NPTEL in which you can find a number of courses related to the engineering courses. You can find out any stream on which you are finding for the course and you can do it. So this is for undergraduate courses. This is for the non-engineering. So this is the website where you can find all the undergraduate courses under MOOCs program that are available. So you can see over here that UG and PG courses are displayed over here. So there are 232 UG courses and there are 132 PG courses that are available under this SWAYAM mission. Then certificate and diploma courses are also available under SWAYAM and it is taken care by the IGNOU. And this comes under eGyan Kosh. So just go for the eGyan Kosh if you want any certificate or the diploma courses. and these courses are available free of cost, and these should be considerable in your government jobs as well. So these are equivalent to those the courses that you do offline in the universities or in any authorized institutions. So then Swayam Prabha, you can go to the website Swayam Prabha and you can find out any number of any information related to channels and the allocation. So archive videos are also there that has already been broadcasted. They are available over here. So I again request that you should go through these all the resources, and whatever are related to your course that you will be teaching this semester, you should reuse it rather than making your own. So this is the channel list that you can go for the undergraduate courses. So this is NDL. So I have taken the same screenshot wrongly. So this is for undergraduate also. Number of resources are available for the video lectures and all for undergraduate courses as well. These are the spoken tutorials we have already seen. These are available for the undergraduate as well. So this is a good initiative by the ministry, that Badal. Badal, we all know that we are talking about cloud, right? So free of cost cloud space is given to all the educators. So you can register over here and you can use this space for your required purposes. So this is Badal, MHRD initiative developed as NME-ICT cloud for academic purpose. So pricing, if you click, it is saying that it is free of cost at this time. So you just register and get the facility. Then we talk about CEC e-content component. So this is a consortium for educational communication, popularly known as CEC, is one of the inter-university centers set up by the University Grant Commission of India. It has been established with a goal of addressing the needs of higher education through powerful medium of television, along with appropriate use of emerging information and communication technology. So you all have heard about EMRC. In Punjabi University also we have an exclusive EMRC center where whenever we have applied for MOOCs course or CEC program, if we are granted, so we prepare the content and then go to the EMRC center where there is a full production team and they have the facilities of cameras and all and editing software. So we are just in a dark room, we are storing, we are recording, and then they are making it beautiful, presentable. So EMRC, you can also apply, and then you can come to the Punjabi University for get your recordings done. So these are the components of CEC, in which Vyas channel is there, CEC MOOCs is there, OER of Open Education Resources are there, Swayam Prabha direct to home channels are there, What is Today in History, Flipped Innovative Learning YouTube channel. So all comes under CEC. So first is Vyas channel. So it is again Keep Learning 24/7. So you can find out the schedule over here. So Vyas Higher Education channel is dedicated to the students studying their degree courses in the university and colleges. The curriculum which is being followed is based on UGC model curricula. So this is also an important term. UGC model curricula means that UGC has a dedicated team. They have prescribed some courses, and corresponding to that they have prescribed the syllabus, and according to that syllabus that has been that broadcasting has been scheduled and content has been developed. So here this is the website where you can apply for the MOOCs, and doc files are also available through which you can just go through and apply for the MOOCs. This is the form where you can just fill in and apply for. So this is again the website of MOOCs in which Swayam Prabha, NME-ICT, UG MOOCs and PG MOOCs are there. So you can see over here CEC undergraduate MOOCs offered on Swayam in January 2020 semester. So art and culture is there, social science is there, management and vocational is there, science and technology is there. So this is CEC, what I have recorded when I was granted with a course on database management system. So this is available on CEC. So this is for the postgraduate MOOCs program that are available on the Swayam. So these are the skill initiative classes available, classroom available, curriculum classes are available, concept classes are there, beyond classrooms are also available. So whatever is being not taught into here, so they are being available over here. So even skill classes are also there, even related to the kids also the information is available. So curriculum classes, what do you mean by that? Curriculum classes are being designed in tune with the contemporary approach of learning behavior to ensure maximum learning outcome. So a unique initiative of blended learning by CEC will certainly facilitate the learner to attain the knowledge. So this is a screenshot of that. So this is beyond classroom, means you have been taught about the culture and all. So then we are talking about the postgraduate courses in which SWAYAM, so same is there. So SWAYAM also covering engineering, non-engineering and certificate and diploma courses for the postgraduate students. So here we have EPG Pathshala. So the website is epgp.infilibnet.ac.in. So this is a screenshot of that where you can find a number of courses that are offered. You can see the categories: arts and humanities, languages, engineering, technology, life sciences, medical, health science, physical basic sciences, and social sciences. So these are the courses that are listed down over here. So this is a screenshot of the EPG Pathshala, one of the course. So here, these are the guidelines you can go for developing the UGC PG MOOCs courses. Then e-content NPTEL component. So NPTEL Walnut, it is an initiative by 7 Indian Institutes of Technology. Web supplements were expected to cover materials that would be delivered. So you can see over here that it is an online certification. First, online courses.nptel.ac.in, where you are enrolling for free. Then you are appearing for the proctored exam. And if you are able to through it, you will be getting the certificate. And even after you are getting the certificate, your money will be returned back. So this is a screenshot of NPTEL. So it involves, course content, assignments, certification exam, discussion forum, input from faculties, hangouts in Niger by the faculty. So these are the components of the NPTEL open online courses. So this is the video that I can show, introduction video of the one of the MOOCs course I have recorded. When we talk about the law, there are various kinds ranging from the property law, the laws related to these laws individually hold a great importance but in future laws law that is passed and no other law and this will is important. Hello viewers, in the era of civil law, as the usage of devices tremendous development in the information technology. The evolution of information technology gave birth to cyberspace, wherein it provides equal opportunities. So this is another screenshot of the course lesson page on this NPTEL. This is the website. This is the screenshot of the assessment, how assessment is given. Then discussion forum is there. What are the usual features of online course portal? Videos, forum assignments, unique features, hands-on programming, subjective assignments, and mentors are also there. These are some of the programming examples. So what are the proctored exams? So you can see here how the proctored exam is being done. So proctored exam run by the partners centered around across the country. I think 1,000 rupees per student if it is not exceeded. So certificate from the IIT is e-valuable, and these are the type of courses. Half semester courses are there, full semester courses are there, 10-hour courses are there. Discover engineering, sciences, humanities, and management. So then spoken tutorials we have already talked about. So this is about spoken tutorials. Then we talk about talk to the teacher. So this is an initiative by the IIT in which while first is a researcher scope, in which researcher scope is a series of talks given by the PhD students at IIT Bombay, and they are available over here. Courses on the view compromises of the courses taught by the IIT Bombay faculty, so they are available over here on this website. You can ask the faculty members the questions, so you can ask.colearn.in. So this is eKalpa. It is again a e-repository under the Sakshat mission. Then e-Acharya is there, in which Vidya Mitra is there. It is an online learning portal for all the e-content projects developed under the NMEICT. So this is the Vidya Mantra screenshot. So it is eacharya.infilibnet.ac.in. This is another Vidya Mantra where UG courses are listed over here, PG courses or technical institutions are there. Then this is about Vidwan, e-content repository again. So this is an expert database and national researcher network. So if we need to find out any expert related to one expertise, you can just go through this website and you can find. So it is a premier database of profile of scientists, researchers, and other faculty members working at leading academic institutions and other R&D organizations involved in teaching and research in India. So then e-content generation of postgraduate. So this is environmental sciences related. So this is elearn.terryuniversity.ac.in. Then MOOCs, IIT Bombay X. So this has been created for learners and institutions that seek to transform themselves. So whatever the information is provided by IIT Bombay X. So this is about Swayam portal. We have already seen. Swayam we have already talked about. So these are the partners who are contributed into the intermediate: AICT, NPTEL, UGC, CEC, NCRT, NIOS, IGNOU, IIM Bangalore, and then NITTR. So this is MOOC on MOOC. So this is MOOC on MOOC. Then software and applications are also available free of cost. First is ERP mission. So institutions can just go through this smarth.edu.in. It is a complete ERP solution for the university or the institution. It cover the it will make your institution e-institution. eView, this is, you can go through that eView. So this is very good software for video conferencing. So you can just have a video of this video. So this is Amrita University who has developed this eView, that is Amrita Virtual Interactive E-Learning World. So it is very good software for video conferencing. It is online virtual classrooms can be set up over here. eView facilities, online workshops, meeting tool is there. So there is no problem of live and audio streaming. You can just go through this. This is FOSSE, that is free open source software in education. So these are the free FOSSE projects that are Scilab is there, Python, eSIM, OSDAG, DWSIM, OpenFORM. So a lot of other projects are there. Swayam Prabha we have already talked about. So this is Swayam and Swayam Prabha. We have already talked about this. So school education is taken care by NIOS and NCRT. Out of school education taken by IGNOU. Undergraduate taken by engineering education, management education, and CEC. Post graduation, NPTEL, IIM Bangalore, and UGC. So MOOC means massive open online course that you have done yesterday. So I'll not be covering this. So these are the components of MOOCs that we have already covered yesterday. These are the screenshots. So these are the national coordinators: UGC, NPTEL, CEC, IGNOU, CBC, NCRT, NIS, IIM Bangalore, and IITT at Chennai. So these are the ecosystem we have already seen yesterday. So this is the Swayam portal. I'm just going through it fast because you have already seen yesterday. Yeah, so this is the next mission: broadband connectivity to colleges and universities. So NKN has already been given to many universities. So this is the mission that has been achieved and achieving. Akash tablet, low cost devices that to be provided to the students. These are the virtual labs. These days we are facing problem in conducting the practicals. So you can go through the virtual labs, VLab. robotics e-yantra. So very good, eyantra.org. You can register over here and you can go for the robotics courses. ERP, we have already talked about Smartha. Then pedagogy product is here. Then National Digital Library of India, we have already talked about, and this is a proud moment to explain and tell you that I have been announced person of the week last week on this NDL website, and my contents were available on the homepage itself. So this is Diksha. Our teachers are heroes. So yeah, this is a very important slide. You can see that Punjab University has incorporated MOOC course as a compulsory subject in their courses. So I request education institutions, the partners who are taking part in this FTP, that we should make these courses compulsory in our courses. And even UGC had shared the notification that 25% of the courses should be from the MOOCs or SWAYAM courses. This is the snapshot of the VLab that you can go for. So this is National Digital Library of India. So this is very PDS. We all know that Urkund has been provided to us. So this is basically the plagiarism, anti-plagiarism tool or plagiarism detection tool. So this has been provided free of cost to the many universities. It is eShodh Sindhu. So this is IRINS, in which Indian Research Informatic Networks. So it is a web-based research information management service developed by the InfyLibnet Center for collaboration with the Central University of Punjab. So this portal facilitates the academic, R&D organizations and faculty members, scientists to collect, curate, showcase the scholarly communication activities and provide the opportunity to create the scholar network. So here at one place, so last line you can see it has integrated with academic entities such as ORCID, Scopus ID, Research ID, Microsoft Academic ID, Google Scholar ID. So many publications are available over here. These are the ongoing projects. So these are the other online learning platforms that are available. IIT Bombay, IIM Bangalore, Electronics and ICT Academy. Even I have done a number of courses from here. NEET, it is a very good platform. NR, OER, Diksha, Shagun, where scholarships are available. ePathshala, and video conferencing and LMS new Samarth has been given. So these are the important links to explore. So thank you very much, and I open the platform for the discussion, please. Yes, Dr. Surinder.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Any query, please? All participants, any query from any participant? Any query from participant? Dr. Sangeet?
Yes, sir.
Please continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If anyone has any query, please ask. Sir is waiting. Otherwise, we can stop. So thank you very much, sir. If someone has any query, we will share your email ID and then they can ask you by writing email to you.
Yeah,
thank you very much, sir, for this informative lecture. I think everyone will have the idea about all the e-resources that are available for us, because earlier people were not knowing about it. I think the slides were containing a lot of information about all the things that are provided to us by the Government of India. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Very informative and knowledgeable lecture. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sangeet. Thank you, Dr. Surinder. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you all participants for being with us. Thanks all.
So this is for the session today, and tomorrow we will resume back at 10 a.m. sharply. So there is one instruction for all. The link for marking the attendance has been shared on all the 3 digital platforms and also on the Telegram group. So please mark your attendance. It is mandatory to mark your attendance. And secondly, if somebody has not joined the Telegram group yet, please join it, because Every information regarding the FDP will be shared through the Telegram group only. Thank you very much. So we will meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you so much.